This is the real deal, Marcus O'Neill, your ring announcer with attitude. I'm 350 pounds of fluffy appeal because I make big look good. And you're watching RCW Spotlight Rubber City Wrestling. Real professional wrestling, not all that flippy stuff. Because if you're watching anything else, it's just straight jabron.
Hello and welcome to another edition of RCW Spotlight. I am your host, your role model, Ric Lieb. And with me as always, except for last week, he is, first of all, I forgot to mention, your RCW Global Television Champion. I'm kind of off. Tag team belts are here. That's
got
nice.
them both.
Where were you last week?
Where was I? Had a previous engagement.
The Beast, Ken Cerminara, Sicilian Beast.
Right.
Previous engagement.
Yes. In Connecticut.
Really?
Got to do what you got to do.
Hope you bathed like 7 times when you got back from there.
At least once.
Home of butt stain, Massachusetts, because it's close enough, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, there might not be. It might be a different state, but to me, they're both the same. I hate Connecticut just as much as I hate. Steve Savage is from Connecticut. You know that, right?
Good old Steve, yeah.
Yeah. Well, good old Steve. You know, me and him, we've been talking about getting in that ring together, but he's been chickening out, of course. Hasn't been me. What?
He has a problem with you?
We have a problem with each other. He believes that the fans are worth wrestling for, and I believe that the fans are not. The money is.
The fans are the money.
Anyway, I wasn't sure if he was going to be here today, so I made sure I came after that debacle last week. I made sure I came prepared. Don't you? It's a paperweight.
Now, how many times am I going to smack your hand this week?
What are you talking about now? Yeah, you set me up. You had freaking frack over here, Dumb and Dumber over here talking that couldn't even get a word in edgewise.
You mean it's flat in Colorado?
What?
You
Huh?
don't remember that?
All right, listen.
Okay.
We're going to go ahead, take our first commercial break. But when we come back, we're going to get to the bottom of this, man. See you in 2 minutes, 2 seconds.
Hey guys, I'm Mike.
And I'm Brent.
And we are the hosts of a Swingin' a Tribe podcast, and we're part of the Press Play Podcast Network.
Yeah, we're really just a couple of fans who love Cleveland Indians baseball. So if you love the Tribe, please give us a listen. You can find us anywhere that podcasts are available. Mike, tell us where they can find us on social media.
On Facebook, you can find us at a Swingin' a Tribe MLB podcast, and on Twitter, at Swingin' a Tribe. Go Tribe!
Hello, and welcome to another edition of RCW Spotlight.
Smells like ass and bad decision in here.
I love seeing you here.
Well, I love seeing you too.
No
Yeah.
sexuality was never in question here, right?
Oh no!
Did you really bring the participation trophy I gave you after our match?
You gotta watch who you're poking, man.
No, I poked the bear.
I wanted you to think I was still a referee. Adorable. I like when little dogs bark too.
I said what I said.
Yeah, you said what you said. You were wrong.
Poking the bear.
Get your head straight, man. Get your attitude right.
You might know him as the guy that's staring at the lights during wrestling matches.
That's how I know it.
Yeah, I'm joking.
No, he's not.
Joking.
You know how I know? Because of science. Hardly that.
This guy hit me in the head with a platter at the last show.
You beat this man at his own game, and he's upset about it. He can't handle loss. Well, now he knows loss.
You are definitely my dream match.
RCW Spotlight, Sundays at noon Eastern Time on the RCW Network. RCW Rubber City Wrestling.
Allow me to beg your indulgence for one moment.
This is the fallen angel, Christopher Daniels.
The blue
Mick Foley.
Then you are watching
RCW Wrestling from the Rubber City.
Rubber City Wrestling. Real pro wrestling.
Not the flippy stuff.
Have a nice day. Yeah.
Catch RCW Spotlight Sundays and RCW Global Thursdays only on the RCW Network on YouTube.
Welcome back to RCW Spotlight. No guest today, but good news. Next week, my boy Ice Collins is going to be right here in studio.
Nice. I heard
Ice
a lot.
Collins.
I heard a lot about him. I heard that man, young man's pretty good.
They're pretty good. It's pretty great.
Good.
Yeah, and I think he has a little open challenge for you too. So you just
For me?
You just stay tuned. No, not for you personally. You just stay tuned.
Why? You want to get a new
just
Medicare plan for me or what?
Right, exactly. More like Buckeye plan for you. It's
Huh?
huh? Right. I think you're getting a little too close to the champ's gold.
God forbid I breathe on it.
Right, exactly. Anyway, so today we're going to talk about merchandising in professional wrestling. Now, I know you keep on talking about wanting to merchandise the moonshine that's over here, but I don't know if that's what we're allowed to really talk about in
This
here. Yeah,
stuff.
but it is good.
Oh.
Salute.
Oh boy.
Tastes
I'll
just
tell
like
you.
apple
It's
pie.
good stuff.
Don't it taste like
I
apple
like
pie?
it. I like it. I like it.
Don't it taste just like apple pie?
Right.
I heard the guy that made that also makes strawberry pie and lemonade, and I guess they're all just as damn good. But we're not allowed to talk about
Is he
that.
going to make
so-
another one called Not That Kind of Pie?
What? Mike? What a filthy mind you have.
It's on the rocks, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, you're on both rocks. That's
Very good.
but yeah, you wore the shirt today.
Yes.
Of course, I didn't even know that was about to be the
Yes. It's
topic today until you did.
these.
Producer, can you throw me that shirt right there?
We have another shirt.
Thank you. Now see,
That's Anthony, our
So,
producer.
of course, like you have that. I got the role model shirt.
That's it.
You know. I also have the way. RCW has their RCW ones. Now we're about to actually get a store opening up soon,
That's good.
and that's kind of what the whole point of having this on. I'll probably wear this next week on the show just because.
And-
Why not?
Anyone who wants one of these will find out later where you can get them.
Exactly, but you know we have those, but the Beast shirts. Now, why doesn't it say Sicilian Beast? I'm just curious. Couldn't spell it.
I don't know how to spell that. No.
Right.
No.
Anybody that knows you knows that you put an SC instead of an S.
That's good, Ray.
Did I just out you? I busted on you a little bit, didn't I?
A little bit.
Damn, that's good. That apple pie moonshine tastes just like real apple pie. So, are you going to tell us about the shirt?
The
What?
shirt is available at redbubble.com.
Mhm.
It's The Beast by M.K. Cerminara. And we'll put that up on the screen later.
No, that MK, does that stand for okay?
Mm-hmm.
Drugs are bad, okay?
That's right.
All right. Now, I noticed in the picture you were
Where's Mr. Hand?
a big man.
I was big.
Yeah.
About 80 pounds bigger than this.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Now, this whole month on RCW Global, we're actually paying homage to you. I have no idea why.
Because somebody's smart, that's why.
No, because we don't care about ratings, apparently.
You don't want them too good, so you put me on, it makes it better.
You have an answer for everything, don't you?
Yeah. They used to call me the shell answer man.
All right. So anyway, so we had the first week you had who would you wrestle? Was it Irish Red or Yukon Eric?
I believe it was Yukon Eric.
Yukon Eric was the first one.
Right.
And we had talked about it. We had given people introduction, but we hadn't talked about the match airing yet. And then the second week was that Irish Red Walsh, right?
Irish Red, yeah.
Now,
Red, wherever you are, how you doing?
how you doing?
How you doing?
Okay, out of those two guys so far, who was the toughest?
Me and Red were like this, but Eric.
Real tough.
I bench pressed Buicks for crying out loud.
Who doesn't? I mean, that's impressive.
Right. And the guy was huge. He had size 17 shoes, huge hands, and I think I told you he was one of the bushwhackers for a while.
Yeah.
When one of them went down with an injury.
Will you stop looking at my belt? I don't like
I
the way
like belts.
You're looking at it with envy.
We're going to add this to our repertoire.
No, you're not.
In a very short amount of time.
You're looking at it with lust in your eyes. I don't like that.
I lost belts.
Yeah, I see you do. You're like, here, guys, win these belts for me, but you're not allowed to bring them home. I have to take them with me.
No, I take them home and lock them up in my place. Yeah.
I bet you do.
Yeah.
Where's the Rogues belt at?
It's locked up in my place.
Oh.
Okay. You know, the place over there.
Okay, so anyway, now that I've got your lustful eyes off of this.
Okay.
This past week you wrestled against, or it's either coming up or, I don't know, because I don't pay attention to Beast Month. But the next one after that you had the, was it the tag match?
That was good. So. Good match. Yeah.
Well, no, you guys won, so it wasn't that good of a match. But it was you and, who was it, Bruno?
Not Bruno. Baron Mikel Donatelli.
Baron Donatelli.
From the rolling foothills of Mount Washington, PA.
Now, the funniest part about this, for people that don't understand, the commentary team, for some reason, kept calling Baron Bruno.
But those guys are good. Michael,
yeah.
You guys are good.
Well,
right?
not Michael.
With Michael?
Yeah, but Corbin Shadow's the one that's good. Michael's not that good. Michael thinks I cheat.
You think Michael sucks?
Yeah,
Michael does not suck. Michael, you're good. Don't worry about him.
Right? You know, he's no. Corbin carries that show. Corbin Shadow.
Oh, that's a good team.
I agree. It's a good team. Corbin carries them, and it works out.
Good teams don't have a guy that carries. They all carry each other.
Yeah. Okay. Whatever.
That's what I say.
So, with that being said, we're trying to do merchandising here, but I'm like hiding my belt from them. So, yes. You got these.
Please, tonight, put the grandkids through college. Call before midnight tonight. Operator standing by.
Right. Exactly.
All right.
We're doing the merchandise, obviously, but we're also kind of promoting his shows because
show them what they want, Johnny.
I want people to see what he looks like when he's wrestling and stuff. Oh, now, the last week in February,
what happens then?
That guy right there on the shirt, not this little shell of a man. That guy
right
there.
A shell.
What?
What the hell? What, looks like a peanut to you or what?
Well, next to that guy, I think you got to admit that guy there is a monster. So
I used to scare myself when I look in the mirror. I used to walk down the street and little children would start crying and stuff. It's a true story.
Anyway, that guy, all 3 matches, all you, and it'll have you versus Sergeant Slaughter as the main event. That's pretty good. Anyway, we're going to go ahead and take commercial break. When we get back, we're going to take your questions. So we will see you in just a few minutes with more RCW Spotlight.
Are you looking for a job? I mean, seriously, do you want a job? Then get a hold of ASAP Staffing. ASAP Staffing is located in Barberton, Ohio, 165 2nd Street Northwest. Phone number is 330-203-3106. Studio Wrestling is back. RCW, Rubber City Wrestling, is now RCW Global. RCW Thursdays at 8 p.m. Eastern Time on the RCW Network on YouTube. Would you like to see your commercial aired on both RCW Spotlight and RCW Global? Contact us on social media at facebook.com/Rubber City Wrestling, Instagram at Rubber City Wrestling, or email us at the RCW Network at gmail.com.
Welcome back to RCW Spotlight. Well, fans, it's that part of the show again. You've got questions?
We got answers.
Oh, I didn't know that you wanted to actually be part of this. If you would like for us to read your questions and answer them on the air, feel free to write us at facebook.com/RCW Spotlight, and we'll be more than happy to do so, no matter how stupid your questions might be. Speaking of which,
here comes one now.
Right.
All right. This one. Where and when is the next RCW event? That's from Bobby Hunt, Windham, Ohio. I wonder if he's Mike's cousin or brother or something. How you doing, Crowley?
Don't we answer this like 5 times a month?
They want to know.
Apparently. Every Thursday. It's called RCW Global. Tune in. I think they meant live shows.
But
those aren't shows.
As soon as we can, we'll be there.
Those are events. Live ones are events.
Events.
The TV shows is the TV show. So I think I answered that question.
At my age, going to the bathroom's an event, okay? So go ahead.
What a visual, man. Why? I can't unsee that now.
Good.
I mean, man vagina? Jeez. It's gross. Next.
This one's from MV. Man vagina. Okay, anyways.
Mangina. Whatever.
Who was the better doink, Ray Apollo or Matt Bourne? From Tom Loomis, Streetsboro, Ohio.
Is this really a question?
Oh, I got my answer.
Matt Bourne.
Okay, my answer is none of the above. T.C. Reynolds.
Really?
Without a doubt, the best.
TC was the second best.
No, first best.
No, Matt Bourne was.
No, Matt Bourne.
Matt Bourne
second.
Matt Bourne might have had his demons, and we both know about them.
And Steve Lombardi, he was good too.
No, he wasn't.
I like Steve.
Yeah, Brooklyn Brawler.
I heard he liked you.
Yeah, I bet you he freaking did.
All right.
I've heard some horror stories about him. I don't think I could say him on the air because I believe.
I heard he liked hairy chests.
Manly ones at least. Yeah.
Yeah, at least. All right. Is that our doink answers for
That's
that?
our doink.
By the way, in case you want to know, I had a cat.
Yeah,
For
I know.
For
It's called a mangina.
For 15 years. His name was his name was Doink. I had a cat named Doink. True story. All right.
Why did you name your cat Doink?
Because Doink was hot at the moment. And there it was.
You thought your cat was hot? Wait a minute. What are we talking about here? You thought Doink was hot?
And I'm the one with dementia, right? Okay.
I'm just protecting myself. I don't know.
Probably the last one he'll ever have, so he's holding it.
Right.
Okay. All right. There we go.
Sadly, that might be true at my age. That hurt.
Anyway, I wish I was as old as you are. So anyway, the next guy up. Okay, have you seen Behind the Mask about Del Wilkes, the Patriot? This one's from Sergeant Tim O, Nelson, Ohio.
Did you?
I did not. Did you?
I believe so.
Good. Now we can tell me about it.
Okay, well, I think he gave away a lot of secrets, if it's the one I'm thinking of.
Okay.
And, the problem is, and people need to understand this, okay? There's real professional wrestling, and then there's also sports entertainment. They are different, even though they are sold as the same thing. He was giving away the secrets of the sports entertainment and calling it professional wrestling, and that really gets on my nerves. It's one of those things. That's one of my pet peeves about this whole business is sports entertainers try ruining professional wrestling because they want to try and corner the market, which Vince has done very well at. Not a fan of that kind of thing, but if that's if that is what I'm thinking about, then yeah, I wasn't a big fan of that show. You might as well ask another one because of the fact that those were easy, quick answers.
Here's another one. I was a big fan of PWW back in the day. Do you miss it? From Mark Preston, Williamsburg, Virginia.
Yes and no.
So no?
Yes and no.
Okay, why yes, why no?
Yes, we had a lot of fun. I mean, minus Road Dogg Jesse James coming on studio and attacking me, which I still want to get him for. That wasn't cool. All I was doing is bringing out the obvious that, he's riding his daddy's coattails, and that he was like the weak link in the freaking, what's it called, the DX. And all of a sudden, out of nowhere, he takes offense to it. And I'm on the show, and he comes flying in, and boom! Sucker punches me. Rude.
Why, John? Why?
I mean, had I saw that coming, I wouldn't have fallen down or been knocked out cold. But I didn't see it coming. And so you know how it is. Phantom punch, but it wasn't a phantom punch because it was a full connect, yeah. But
Did you have potatoes for dinner that night?
Thank God, no.
Okay, good.
And didn't make mashed potatoes on the show either.
Good.
He didn't hit me that hard, but he did potato my face. I don't know.
Sounds like it.
But we got to. I make friends with D'Lo Brown. That was a good guy.
D'Lo Brown. He was a good football player. Did you know that?
I knew he played football.
He played for the University of Maine.
Oh gosh, one of them top states again. Anything that's on that little erection part of the United States, I don't really care for.
It's beautiful up there. You ever been there?
Yeah, you like the erection, but I don't. You just walked right into that one. You know that, right? Good Lord. Wow.
At my age, I don't walk into too many, all right?
All right. Well, you walked right into that or jumped right on top of it, depending on who you are.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. What about you, man? I mean, you said, now that was the part I don't miss, right? Or the good, no, that's part I like. I did enjoy that. But the things I don't miss is all the backstage bickering and arguing and stuff.
No, when you were there, where all did you guys go?
What do you mean, where all did we go?
Where was the shows you would
It
do?
was a professional wrestling news. I mean, we reported all the news. I was
Okay.
actually the WCW guy. I actually made friends with a lot of people within WCW, so I
pre-internet, post-internet.
This was pre MySpace and Facebook. There were AOL chat rooms at the time. I mean,
That's a minute ago.
That was that date shit,
Yeah.
I mean, we debuted April 11th, 1999.
Okay.
And I left the show before it went off the air because I was just so fed up with the backstage politics, and we've all made up since then, but for a long time, man, there was a lot of hostility, a lot of anger, and a lot of not getting along. And so, I mean, and that's the thing about that kind of a show is it can make friendships, but it can also ruin them. Plus, what people don't understand is when you're doing a show like that, you're trying to beat the beat writers. So we have to try and get the news before any of these guys post it, and they can post it any day of the week. We have one day to do it.
Right.
So we would try and get things that they could not know about until after we had announced it. And so that's why, like I said, I made friends with people in WCW. We made friends with people in WWF, people in ECW. You had to do that in order to try and get everything out there and get your product, because we wanted to make sure that we were the best news source for professional wrestling.
And how long were you there?
I stayed for 4 years. The show was on for 5. I quit. I quit once before, then they talked me into coming back. Then I quit again, and then they tried talking me into coming back. I did do a couple episodes where I came back just to, hype up a wrestling event, but that was about it. I didn't want to be on the show anymore. And then on top of all that, then all of a sudden RCW Ripped started. They ended up taking the time slot, or UWC Ripped, and so I ended up wrestling on TV. So, is that it for questions?
We have time for one more?
I don't know. What
Do we have time for one more question? We do.
We do.
Oh, this is a great question. Who, in your opinion and mine, are the 4 horsemen of RCW? This is from Larry Fowler, Northport, Alabama. Best question of the day, Larry. You're first.
Okay, the 4 horsemen of RCW.
Right.
So you'd have to have a Ric Flair, a.k.a. a role model. Then you'd have to have your AA Animal. You'd have to have your Ole, Vinny DiMarzo. And then you'd have to have your Tully Blanchard, which would be probably Die Hard the Hunter. I mean, if you think about it, we've got that covered. It's the way. Why do you look fed up with this? You look like this isn't an obvious answer. It's the way.
Wow.
Right, exactly, because you knew it. I took the words right out of your mouth.
Totally unbiased, right?
Why would I be biased about something that obvious?
Whoa.
Oh, so who do you
what
think?
a homer. Huh? What a homer. That's disgusting.
It might be a Homer Simpson, because the pitcher just said, "Oh, I'm right."
Wow.
Admit it, I'm right.
No.
Salute to that one. Why? Who's your pick?
My pick. Number 1, without a doubt. I got you second. Everybody else is tied for first, all right?
What the hell is wrong with you?
No, we're going to put Rogue in there.
What? As who?
As damn the George Washington of the thing.
No. The Four Horsemen was Ric Flair.
No. I'm
Arn
doing Mount
Anderson.
Rushmore here, okay?
That's Mount Rushmore. He said Four Horsemen. Now I want your Four Horsemen.
I'll give you the Ric Flair because, of course,
that's the leader.
He copied his gimmick off of you, right? Okay.
He did.
Yeah. Okay.
Can you believe that?
Yeah, it's unbelievable.
I've been bleaching my hair since before I was born. That dude gonna come in there and start doing that?
He was just a chubby crew cut kid back then.
Right.
Rick was already doing.
I was born in 1971. I came out the womb bleaching my hair. He debuted a year later with bleach blonde hair? Biter.
No kidding. All right. But as the champ, as the Arn Anderson type, it's got to be the Rogue. All day. Every day.
Over Animal?
Over Animal. Animal, I think Animal's great. But I've said it before and I'll say it again. He is poorly managed. He's been turned into a stooge by these guys. He's the guy that comes in and softens up Rick's next opponent.
Do you think that Max Cortez would make a better Ole than Vinny DiMarzo? Because it's so hard to choose when you've got such a great outfit.
Yeah, it looks nice, your outfit.
Just keep going.
So anyway, he's killing me. Okay, listen.
Smalls.
So Smalls. So anyway, we got Rogue. I give you the Ric Flair part. The Tully Blanchard part, I gotta give to Crowley.
Over Die Hard?
He's special friends with Michael Hunt for crying
He's
out
special,
loud.
all right. Special learner. That dude was drooling on minibuses since before drooling on minibuses came freaking fashionable for you guys.
Whoa. For you guys.
That window licker couldn't freaking lace up Die Hard boots.
Oh. We're gonna work on something for you.
Okay, good. Next.
I definitely want you to take on Crowley. Crowley needs a shot.
I'll do it for you.
You called him these horrible things.
He's special.
He is special. He's a special wrestler.
Right. You had him on the show last week. Just go.
Listen to us arguing like an old married couple. It's sad.
Believe it or not, I'd rather have this argument than have what I had last week on the show. Go. Next.
Was it good for you too, dear?
No. And stop calling me dear.
Okay. All right. You'll be all right.
Surely
all right?
you can't be serious.
No, my name isn't Shirley, all right? So, okay. And I'm going to throw in, as far as the tag teams go, I think James Lethal.
Fire and Ice? That would work.
James Lethal, the Detroit's Most Wanted.
Oh, gosh. No.
Yes. They are going to give Fire and Ice.
Not biased, are we?
No, not at all.
Not biased,
No,
are we?
I think they have the experience on Fire and Ice. Fire and Ice are good guys. I don't make fun of them. But they're going to get a lesson.
Well, they don't like you very much.
I don't care, and I don't care if they don't like me. Don't you remember what my ex-wife always says? Everybody loves Kenny. Okay? Remember that. Take that with you.
As she was collecting half. Think about that. Take that with you.
I got 51%, by the way.
Okay, great.
Because I'm smart. Okay.
All right, we're going to go ahead and get out of here. Next week, join us. Ice Collins will be here in studio. That's a good thing. We got some things that need addressed.
He's a promising young man, and I'm not being biased. See?
Oh, shut up. Don't kiss his ass now. Because you're scared, because you know he's about to come collecting some of your silver. Anyway, with that being said, for the Sicilian Beast, Ken Cerminara, I am your role model, Ric Lieb, RCW Global Heavyweight Champion. Saying so long. We'll see you again next week for another edition of RCW Spotlight. Salute!
Boom.
Hey guys, it's your role model Ric Lieb. I want to thank you for watching the show. If you could do me a favor, go ahead and hit subscribe right down there, and it would help us a lot. I appreciate it.